What's up, guys? I give away free stuff and I'm going to continue to give away more free stuff. You can check that out on my website. If you want to return the favor and give me something free, how about a like, comment, subscription? But the whole reason I bring that up is I believe all painting companies should use a CRM. And I feel like if you're not using one already, eventually you are going to use one if you stay in business long enough. And originally I thought a big reason why painting companies don't use a CRM is because it's an added cost. And that was a big reason why I just was like, hey, I'm going to give away my CRM for free. So I did that. I still do that. You can get it for free if you want. Just go to my website. That was my first CRM. But I was like, hold on, wait a minute. I see people are getting it, but a lot of people aren't using it. And I was trying to understand why. And the number one reason why people don't use a CRM, I believe, when they're going through that transition period of not using to using one, is because it feels like more work. So knowing that, I wanted to solve that problem. So I decided I need to make another CRM, and my mission, my goals, my priority list is number one, do whatever I can to make it less work to use it. Number two is add value, AKA make you more money. And number three is to simplify the tech stack as much as I can. So painting companies, they're using this for estimating, that for scheduling, this for invoicing, yada, yada. I wanted to simplify that as much as possible and try to make it so we could just use one thing. Now, obviously, accomplishing all that is a lot easier said than done, but I just wanted to explain kind of my priority list and the way I was envisioning and thinking about this. So I've been testing and personally using my CRM with my painting company since January 1st. So it's been a solid 4 months. So I've been able to work through all the intricacies and really focus on are we accomplishing this? Can I do those things? So the rest of this video, I just want to explain to you how I'm actually personally using it and how it can actually save you time. It'll be easier than not using it, or hopefully easier to use this than something else that you're using. Will make you money and hopefully simplify some things for you. So one important thing I know is it had to be built correctly so that whether you're a one-man show and just getting started or a large organization with multiple office administrators, salespeople, production managers, that it's going to work for all those use case scenarios. So first, let me just start with the beginning, right? Getting leads and working the phones. So what I think is really nice and cool is you can actually separate all of your personal stuff from your work stuff, but only have one phone and not have to carry around a business phone and a work phone, or just have that oh man, is this call gonna be for work or is it gonna be for personal, that sort of thing. And kind of going back to that idea of that's a big pain point. I know it's well, if you get a phone call or you get a lead and then you have to do the additional work of entering that lead into a CRM, that's where it's it takes more time. So it's really cool is that my CRM can eliminate that for you. Now, this is a feature you don't have to use, but I think it's maybe the best feature in it, and you should 100% use it to where you can have all of your communication run through the app and be organized to make your life easier and better. So if you currently already have a business phone with a phone number, you can just forward the calls to the CRM and not have to really change much. But now when somebody calls, it's gonna ring through your mobile app, so you know that it's a work call. Or you can, even if you have an office administrator, just have it ring right there on their computer and have them answer the phone call that way. But what it's also gonna do is automatically create a lead, create a contact, have the phone number already in there. So you don't have to create that and do that step of entering. Now you can also have all your phone calls recorded. So if you are the one-man show, you get a phone call while you're driving or working on a job site, you don't have to worry about writing everything down. The phone calls are gonna be recorded. You don't have to worry about stuff now I'm calling this number, it didn't work. Did I get dyslexic and write it down wrong? You could go back, listen to it, make sure everything's correct. It's a really nice feature. It's also really nice, if it is a client and it rings your phone, you don't have to have that client saved in your phone because it's going through the app and in the CRM. You're gonna see, oh, this is this person, which just makes it a lot easier when you answer the phone. Oh, hey, Jim. And also, if it's not during work hours, hey, this isn't your long lost cousin trying to get in touch with you. This is a work phone call. Now, for this person, which is a contact in the CRM, all the communication is going to be in chronological order right there for you to see. So whether it's email, text, phone calls, Facebook messages, Google My Business messages, Instagram messages, and so on, it's all just right there, easy for you to see, go back if you need to, and look at what's happened in chronological order. And if you happen to use Gmail or Outlook, you can actually sync up those systems so that even if you send the email from Gmail, it still shows up in the CRM and you can see it and read it. So you could use either one and it'll still all be there in one place for you. You don't have to worry about just using the CRM and trying to keep all the communication in there. It automatically syncs. Now, if you're not doing this already, you should, with whatever CRM you're using, make it so that all the different ways you get leads automatically go into the CRM and you don't have to manually enter it. What I mean by that is if somebody goes to your website and fills out a contact form, it should just, boom, go into your CRM. If you're buying leads from different lead services, such as like Angie's List or any of the others, it should just immediately go into your CRM. And there's a lot of power behind that. For instance, you can customize this however you want to have a ton of automations. An example would be you get a lead through, like, say, a contact form, and right when that happens, your phone rings. When you answer the phone, it'll say, just got a lead from wherever the lead came from, gives you the name, and if you press any button, what that's actually gonna do is immediately call them. So you're on the phone just right there calling them, like within seconds of getting the lead. Or let's say that it's after business hours or it's the middle of the night, or you're too busy to answer, you're currently doing an estimate or whatever else. Since you didn't answer the phone, it'll immediately text them, if it's appropriate hours, it's not like 11 o'clock at night. And if it is inappropriate hours, you could at least email them. So like right when they fill out their contact form, they call it speed to lead. You're just immediately contacting that lead, whether it's phone call, email, or text. I've already got all of that pre-configured in there for you. I've already taken the time to think about like the best way to reach out to them right away. So all those emails, texts are already pre-written for you, or you can change them to however you like. But that's how it's going to save you time and also make you more money. And you don't have to do this. Again, it's another feature if you want to take advantage of it. You could even have the latest and greatest large language model or AI talk to the lead on your behalf. Like at the time of this video, it's ChatGPT 4 right now, and you can say, hey, here's everything about my company, here's how I want you to behave and act, interact with this lead and do whatever it is you want. You can go as far as have it completely just set up the estimate for you, or just have it qualify, warm up the lead and let them know, hey, such and such is gonna reach out to you soon to set up that estimate. Or, hey, because you need, wallpaper removal, unfortunately we don't do that. Whatever the case may be. And what's also really awesome is it's gonna be able to get stuff like the name, phone number, email, and put that in for you so you don't have to do it. Again, saving you time, making your life easier. All right, so the lead comes in, however, it automatically creates the contact. If it is a lead and qualified, it automatically creates a lead. And now you're ready to set the estimate. And there's a lot of ways you can do that on the phone. Chatbot could do it. You could even send them a link that has your times and the homeowner can find a time that works. My personal opinion is do a really good initial phone call, set it on the phone. But anyway, all you do is you find the time that you pre-put in, like when you can do estimates and stuff, or whoever your salesperson can do estimates. And with the click of one button, by hitting that time, a ton of stuff happens on your behalf, saving you time, making you look more professional and easy. So basically what it's gonna do is it's going to move that lead to the right place in the pipeline, basically saying, hey, this is now a set estimate. It's going to, if you want it to, you don't have to, but automatically send an invite to the client. So like if you use Google Calendar, it'll send them that invite saying, hey, here's your appointment with such and such, the number. Can even have a link in there to reschedule or cancel if they need to. And you can also send out, we call it a pre-estimate packet email, where it sends an email introducing my company, us, the estimators, things to think about, questions they might want to ask during the estimate, that sort of thing. And then also it automatically confirms the estimate on my estimator's behalf. So it'll actually send them a text message 24 hours before the estimate just saying, hey, this is estimator's name. Just wanted to give you a friendly reminder. I'm going to be at your house tomorrow at this time to give you a free estimate. And again, you can customize it. You can say, no need to text me back unless that doesn't work, or please confirm, or whatever the case may be, but it does it on your behalf. Again, just saving you time, reducing those no-shows, hopefully making you more money. Now, you're gonna go do the estimate. If you're not asking them to sign right up there on the spot, I think if you make that change, it'll make a big difference in your company. But hopefully you do the estimate, you say, hey, would you like to sign up? They do. They sign right there, and then most people, including my company, we're gonna take a down payment. So you can do that right through the app. In the CRM, you actually don't even need something to plug into your phone anymore. If they wanna do like credit card, they can just do the tap to pay. Where before we used to have like little QuickBooks thing you have to plug in and they run the card. You don't even need that anymore, just one of the newer smartphones. Or if they're paying another way, or you don't have one of the newer smartphones, you can send them a link to pay, whether that's a text message or an email. You can even on the fly right there create an invoice if they want to invoice. send it to them so they can just open the invoice, pay it right then and there, close the job out, have no homework after the estimate, and just be done there. And also in the CRM, you're gonna open up the estimate and you're just gonna say what happened, which is really just a couple things like, here's the job size and I booked it. Or let's say that they say they wanna get other estimates or they wanna think about it. You're just gonna right there on the CRM, say what happened at the estimate. You know, it's important to track those things like, was it price? Was it not painting this year? Do it themselves, other estimates, think about it. Knowing those outcomes can really give you important data to help you understand what's going on and hopefully serve your customers better. But then the other big thing is you're gonna ask, when can you follow up? You know, like let's say it is think about it. You're like, follow up with me on Saturday and I'll let you know. You're gonna pick Saturday for the date and put think about it, press save, and now what it's automatically gonna do on your behalf for you is follow up with them on Saturday. And you can choose how you want that done. The default is it's just gonna send them a text message asking them if they wanna do it. And then it's gonna continue to text and email them until they respond. And then it'll stop and it'll let you know, hey, they responded, so you can pick over the conversation and interact. But it's just nice that it's gonna automatically do that for you. If you forget to put in a date, it does it on default 1 week after the estimate. But if you put in tomorrow, it'll do it tomorrow. If you put in 5 months from now, it'll do it 5 months from now. You can also have it if you want to just, instead of texting, to call. So what it'll do is that same idea with the new lead, you're gonna get a phone call. It's gonna say, this is the reminder to follow up with estimate such and such, press 1 to call them now, press 1, boom, it immediately starts calling them so that you can be perfect, like a robot or a computer. You don't forget to follow up with them, you just do it automatically. Again, hopefully saving you time, making you more money. Now let's say that they do decide, hey, they do want to go with you. You can, via email, just send over the contract for them to sign electronically and pay the invoice electronically. You don't have to go out there to collect it or get signature or anything like that. Again, hopefully reducing some tech stacks. If you have to use different programs to do that, you can just do it all with one CRM. And another great feature is, let's say it's following up with them and they reply something like, not ready yet. Hopefully I'll know by Tuesday or something. You're gonna get a notification, just like a text on your phone, letting you know they sent that. And you can either schedule a text to go out whenever you want and pre-type it, or you can just click a button, put in a new date and say, re-add to the follow-up, and then just boop, you're done. And now it'll follow up with them again automatically on that date for you. And in my opinion, the real magic, the great thing about this is you're getting great data. It's going to automatically put these estimates and leads in the right spot. So it's going to know if you did the estimate, hey, this was a successful lead, like you got it into an estimate, versus was it scheduling conflict or need a service I can't offer or outside of my service area or whatever the other cases may be. You'll get an idea like, how many leads do I actually convert into estimates? And then once you do the estimate and put in when you did it, it'll put it in the right spot for the estimates. So you can know like, how many times is price my main objection? Or how many times do they say other estimates? Or how many times do I book them right there on the spot or book them later on the callback? And as soon as you say that it's booked, it's gonna automatically create a job in the system and put that in the jobs pipeline. So you can manage your jobs all in one spot right there. And there's a lot of automations and cool stuff you can do with the jobs. You can do a job cost analysis. You can see, here's the job size, how much did I spend on materials, labor, other costs, what's my profit margin. So it's got a lot of review management stuff. So when you finish the job, you could send out like an in-house quality review. If they rate it really good, then it prompts them to go write a review. If they rate it not so good, it goes back to you so you can call them and make sure that they're happy and give you referrals or whatever the case is. And this is all open for you to create as many automations and workflows as you want. I put all the default ones in that I know are really helpful for painting companies, but you can just use the base model or get as in-depth and customize as much as you want. I've also got pipelines for hiring, whether it's employees or subcontractors. It walks them through the process where they apply, it goes here, has them like fill out a questionnaire. After you do like a meet and greet with the sub, you can just click a button and send them your subcontractor packet, a W-9 to fill out, all that stuff. And as soon as they submit that, boom, moves them into the next stage of the pipeline so that that sub is ready to use based on the inputs and stuff. But it's just nice that you're tracking all of your data, because I'm telling you, as the years go on, that data becomes more and more valuable to help you understand what's going on in your company and how to make decisions. You can track things like, okay, I'm going to pay for this marketing this year, and I want to know, did it pay off? How many leads did I get from it? How many estimates did I get from it? How much work did I book from it? Was my lead conversion lower on that lead source? Was my booking rate lower on that lead source? All those questions that you can now easily answer because you have the data. And I'm just grazing the surface on what's possible. I just wanted to explain, how this can save you time, make you more money, and simplify some of your tech stack. There's a lot of other things that I can do that I'll say in other videos and demonstrations and show you. So if you go to this website or click on the link in the description, it'll take you to get my CRM. You'll see one of three things depending on how new this video is. One is it'll say, hey, do you want to be a beta tester? We'll give it to you at a huge discount. All we ask in return is that you give us feedback. Two is it'll say, hey, we're still doing some beta testing and haven't released it to the mass public yet. You can sign up on this waiting list and we'll let you know as soon as it comes out. Or three, that time's already passed and you can just get the CRM and start using it for yourself today. Stay tuned. Like I said, I got a bunch of great stuff coming out. I'm testing, different kinds of cabinet paints. I'm testing different kinds of caulking. I'm gonna be giving away a lot of free stuff in the months to come. If you wanna give me some feedback, I'm curious, what do you think is the most important things for a CRM to do? What CRM are you currently using? Do you like it, not like it? I appreciate you watching. See you next time.